Continuing on the fact that God is the beginning and the ending. He is the Alpha and the Omega, Aleph and the Tau. So looking at this image, we can see that this is how the stars and the constellations were in the beginning, and the inner circle is how they are right now at the end. So now I went through the stars of Fomalhaut in Aquarius, which started the midnight to the moment of 3rd of March, when the Fomalhaut this year is in conjunction, marking the midnight moment, which will happen now in this month of Aquarius. And I also used this Aldebaran in Taurus to calculate what 1 hour, when does it end. So then we had the end of the midnight hour calculated. But now in this video I'm going to draw in also Regulus, which I mentioned in some of my recent videos as well, and then the Antares. So then we have all 4 royal stars kind of connected to the timeline and the story. So I'll start with the 3, 2, 1 lift-off time. So Gemini is the 3rd month, Taurus is the 2nd month, Aries is the 1st month, and in the lift-off time, whenever they launch rockets, they also say 0. So that brings us to Pisces. That'd be another confirmation for Pisces rapture. Now, the Hebrew name for Pisces, as we know, is Adar. And this is what I just learned is Adar means threshing floor. Threshing floor. It is something that they prepared when they were preparing for the upcoming spring harvest. And in the ancient Hebrew tradition, they only had winter and summer. They didn't talk about spring or fall or autumn. So the equinoxes were marking the beginnings of the 2 seasons, and then the solstices were like at the height of the seasons. So this Taurus Aldebaran in here, that's where the summer begins. This is the height of summer in Leo Regulus conjunction, and then this is the end of the summer with the Scorpio Antares alignment, and that begins the winter, and Fomalhaut, that's the darkest day, winter solstice, and then it starts again. But Adar means threshing floor. So now I've been seeing some of the community members talking about these different books of the Bible, and in this video I'm just gonna really high level glance at the books and do a quick word study on threshing floor when it comes to, for example, here the book of Ruth. So indeed in the Ruth 3, Naomi is the idiom of Israel, and Ruth is the Gentile bride, which is married in through the kinsman redeemer into the family of Israel, basically. That's the whole very, very, the fractal is beautiful. Then Naomi, her mother-in-law, said unto her, My daughter, so to Ruth, shall I not seek rest for thee, that it may be well with thee? And now is not Boaz, so he's the kinsman redeemer, idiom for Jesus in this ultimate fractal. Of our kindred, with those maidens thou wast, behold, he winnoweth barley tonight in the threshing floor. So barley harvest, and this is there are three types of harvests. Barley, that comes right off; it's ready to go. And then we have wheat, which needs a little bit of tempering with the tribulator. And then we have the grapes, which need to be really stamped upon before you get the juice. Now, there's a lot in this book of Ruth if you read the whole thing, but for this word study purpose, I'm just pointing at Ruth 3. And moving on to 2 Samuel 6. And when they came to Nashon's threshing floor, and now every name, every place name, all of these have a meaning, and it might be significant for what is happening and the fractals that could be on top or below it. So Nashon means prepared, ready, established, or firm. Now, and when they came to Nashon's threshing floor, when they came to Adar of the prepared ones, of the established ones, Adar of the ready, Adar of the firm. Uzzah. Uzzah means strength, strong. Uzzah put forth his hand to the ark of God. So the strong tried to put their hand, touch the ark of God, and took hold of it, for the oxen shook it. It was carried by these oxen, and the strong one tried to correct it, even though it was forbidden to touch it, and then he was killed. Maybe that's an idiom to the adversary, or people that think they are strong and entitled enough to do something which is not permitted by God. In 1 Chronicles 13, it's the same it's the same event, but in this it says, and when they came onto the threshing floor, Adar of Shidon, of the javelins, the spears, or the darts, destruction, calamity, or ruin. Now, this could mean that the second split of the fractal, there might be people in the body of Christ which are fighters, which will remain, which will not be raptured. They might not even believe in rapture, and they prepare and all these sort of things, and in that sense they are prepared ones, ready, established, firm. But then in the other sense of the idiom, they also are weapons. I don't know, but it's interesting that it's the same kind of thing, but it's kind of splitting the the place of the event in two. The last one I want to bring up in this video is Daniel 2:35, and this is a very popular one that I see is talking about the statue in the dream of Nebuchadnezzar that Daniel interpreted. Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, and the silver and the gold broken to pieces together, and became like the chaff of the summer threshing floors. And the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them, and the stone that smote the image became a great mountain and filled the whole earth. Could this be kind of referring to the fact that when the rapture happens, the statue is already broken, although it takes 3.5 or 7 years still to kind of complete it, but God is again telling the end in the beginning, the true prophecy, and it's talking about Adar and summer, beginning of summer. So if I tie it up together, this Aldebaran in here, the conjunction will happen 31st of May this year, and that's when the summer started in the beginning. So when we reach the 31st of May this year, in the beginning was already in Cancer, almost in Leo. And Regulus, the main star in Leo, that was in opposition, so best viewed on the night sky, February 19. That's when some of the solutions to the prophecies came out. And then Antares in Scorpio will be in opposition May 30. So round about the time of the second full moon in May. So that's the second full moon is after Israel turned 78. Maybe this is indicating the final visible acts of the adversary. Alright, let me know what you think in the comments, and if you agree with the that this is all connected, then please like the video. Thank you.